find the exact solutions to 4x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0 by using the quadratic formula. So I need to use the quadratic formula, and I need to first off find what a, b, and c are. And if you think about your general term, a is the number in front of the x squared, a is 4, b is going to be a negative 2, keep back in mind, and c is negative 3. So now all I'm going to go do is plug it in, plug it in. I change this b, notice it's negative and negative 2, put a negative 2 for the b, the 4 goes in for the a, both places, and c is negative 3. Now I can simplify it. The first thing I might do is negative of negative 2 is a positive 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. And negative 4 times 4 is negative 16 times negative 3 makes positive 48. These two negative times negatives makes it a positive. And 4 times 4 times 3 is 48. And then 2 times 4 is 8. And I can add the 4 and 48 together to get 52. And if you go over here and do your little table thing on your calculator that I like to do so much, basically this will rationalize. This is the same as 4 times, I think, 13. And the square root of 4 is 2. If you use your table, the last number without digits is the 2 square roots of 13. So basically, what we have is 2 plus or minus square root of 52 over 8. And I rewrote it as 2 square roots of 13. Now notice, outside numbers will reduce. That's what I call them. And they're all, 2 will go into all these. So if I divide all of these by 2, it reduces by 2, becomes 1 plus or minus the square root of 15 over 4. So you have to be careful. This is correct, but it won't be an answer choice on your test because it's not reduced. This would be the answer choice. So, divided by 2 there, so I can show that. Now, let's do another one. Determine the zeros is just solving it. So once again, I'm going to use the quadratic formula. A is negative 3, B will be negative 12, and C will be negative 7. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to plug them in. Rufus showed up this time. Notice my B is a negative 12, where the B values go. A is negative 3, and the C is the negative 7. So as I put these in, opposite of negative 12 is a positive 12. Negative 12 times negative 12 is 144. And 4 times 3 is 12 times 7 is 84. But a negative times a negative times a negative makes it negative 84. And 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So what I'm going to end up with is 144 minus 84 is 60. I can simplify 60. If I go back up here and do my little square root thing again, I know it's 4 times 15. The square root of 4 is 2. Or like when I use my little chart, to be the last one without decimals. So I have, 12 plus or minus square root of 60 is the same as 12 plus 2. And notice, once again, I have numbers that will divide on the outside. All these are reduced by 2, which makes it negative 6 plus or minus square root of 15 over 3. And sometimes you might see it. You might see a negative 2 plus or minus square root of 15 over 3. They could reduce that, make it another thing by itself. Like I did right there. Negative 2 plus or minus square root of 15 over 3. Both of these would be considered correct. And that would be how you would solve for your solution 0 using the quadratic formula.